There was a QAnon group out there, all those believers and very little, I guess, productive activity. Because last week in Dallas, they went there with the hope that JFK Jr. would reemerge from the dead. And they decided to not only remain in the city, but also to establish a permanent base there. The group, led by an anti-Semitic QAnon influencer named Michael Brian Protzman, who's known to his followers as -48, has maintained a presence in Dallas since JFK failed to appear last Tuesday and over the weekend. The group gathered once again in Dealey Plaza, the site of JFK's 1963 assassination. And so, I think they were pretty bummed that it didn't go the way they had anticipated. And we have this tweet here with the update that says that the situation with JFK Jr. truthers at Dealey Plaza has, believe it or not, taken an even more bizarre turn. They've now gathered into a single line and are one by one approaching as man with bird on his shoulder who appears to be giving them individual directions. Because why not? Why not? This is totally normal. That's what I do on the weekends. Were you there, Francesca?
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, dude, no, I had a thing. I mean, I was busy, but I really wanted to go, but I was gonna text you and see if it was popping. And then, I didn't have signal. But I love that there's probably a very even more confused, maybe mentally ill man with a bird on his shoulder who's like, yeah, that's the bird guy who does like tricks and like, he's just around, he hangs out there in the plaza. And they're all like, tell us, oh great one, what must we do? And he's like, open your wallet, give me your credit card, give me your PIN, pat the bird, bye-bye, next. Like, what is this?
See, I want to believe that, but I don't, because I think that bird guy would be more about Venmo. But that's cool. But we definitely do know that this Protzman guy, that he rented out a meeting room at a local hotel in Dallas so that he could address his followers, where they really doubled down on this talk of famous people that secretly would return from the dead. And so in videos of the meeting shared online, Protzman talks about the Rolling Stones concert he attended with members of the group. And he claims that Michael Jackson, John F. Kennedy Jr., Elvis and Prince were all at the concert and were in fact playing the music on stage, disguised as the Rolling Stones. He also claims that R&B singer Aaliyah, who died in 2001, was one of the backup singers. Now help me here. I know my knowledge is not as vast in certain worlds, but what kind of musical instrument did JFK Jr. play?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I feel like it might have been the sax, but I don't actually know.
Well, maybe he played a CD or a tape, because I'm just like, I get Michael Jackson, Elvis, Prince, Aaliyah, but then I'm like, oh, JFK Jr. Okay, I see that. That's a logical spin. No.
Well, the whole thing was, right, like it was, what is it, Tuesday, and there were like different threads, because there's like QAnon influencers, and like, who do you like? Do you like -48, or do you like, pie in the sky 69? Like, what is it? And one of them was like, it's gonna be JFK Jr. who's coming back, and then he's going to be Trump's running mate in 2024, and then they're gonna reign forever. That was one theory. Another theory was JFK Sr. is gonna come back, which would make sense because JFK Jr. didn't die at the grassy knoll. So like, I'm gonna go with that influencer over the other one. And that he was then going to anoint Trump as president forever. I don't know how that happens. How does a dead zombie anoint another dead zombie? Unclear to me, but it was just very fun. Can I just ask you, Adrian, I want you to clear your mind. If you thought JFK Jr. were coming back from the dead, imagine he's a good looking guy, whatever, he was very fancy, he often wore tuxes, handsome. And it was like a big night, what would you wear? Like, what would be your outfit? If you believed it, if you believed.
Well, if I actually believed JFK Jr. was coming back from the dead, I'd probably wear something that was more reflective of military garb, because I need to kill him. Because I don't do zombies, I don't do bring them backs. Because also too, in these situations, we always know the black person is the first to die. So I have to be extra prepared. I need to step up, and I need to take him out, because that's how it works. And it's cool. And if you kill somebody who's already dead, that's not a like a murder sentence, you can't get anything for that because it's like he was already dead. So
that's true. You're on the grassy knoll. So as Lee Harvey Oswald. So, but my question is, like the images coming out from this. These people are waiting for like the grand reappearance of JFK Jr. and they're wearing capris and flip flops. My girl, my boy, like how are you gonna flip flop your way to the grand reemergence, to the coming back to life of JFK Jr.? That's so disrespectful. Like at least put on some black pants, closed-toed shoes, pants that cover all of your cankles. Just do it. You gotta be nice. I would wear like a stole and like, a dress. I would like use it as an occasion if I really believed he was coming back. Instead, they were like, hey, buy my Trump 2020 Q shirt. It looks good because it doesn't have sleeves. Like, it's just very funny.
Maybe, it was their best Tevas. I want Tevas and socks. I think that is honorary. Maybe it was their best ones.
That's
but
true.
I don't know, but it really looks like this Protzman guy that he won't need a hotel room to really argue that dead famous people are coming back. Because in an audio chat on the newly formed Occupy Dealey Plaza Telegram channel, one of Protzman's lieutenants was asked how long the group was going to stay in Dallas. And he revealed that one member of the group, that's a rapper known as Prime Minister, has offered the use of a property near the city that could act as a permanent headquarters for the group, calling it the Promised Land.
Oh God.
Prime Minister, whose real name is Randall Moody, did not respond to Vice News requests for comment. And I'm guessing that's because he's out there doing his best David Koresh. Really, guys? Haven't we had enough people on property out there in Texas with a group? Let's do better.
Oh my God. I mean, we knew that he wasn't gonna show up. There was like a shred of like a part of me that was like, man, it's a bad night electorally for the Dems. What could go even worse? JFK, he might actually rise from the dead. That'd be like, if that happened, you got me. You guys can do all the minority rule you want. I'll just move to another country. I'm just basically looking for an excuse to leave. But yeah, what do you do? Like, you don't take your you can't like take your stuff and go home and be like, oh, what do crazy people do and misled and like poison pilled people do when they're supposedly wrong? They simply reinvent a way for them to just not be right yet.
Yep, it's only a matter of time.
Exactly.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Oh, it's just somebody, he was scared away because the Wi-Fi signal was too strong. Like, it makes me wonder if people were always like this or if it's something they picked up, because it sounds like how toddlers will like tell stories.
Yeah.
And like, I prefer adults not do that because it scares me.
Then we talked to the Birdman, and the Birdman said we gotta get more seed, and then I gotta give it my PIN number, and then the zombie come back, and Trump is president.
That's pretty much how it goes. Good for this guy. I hope he's selling T-shirts. Like, man, I get like when people are that gullible, I feel like there's just a little part of me that's like, do you get them? Like, I respect the hustle, like. I respect the grift. Everyone's trying to get a little piece of the queue. Why not? I wish this movement would die. Like, I wish this would be it. I wished it would have been it when it was revealed essentially that we found out who was behind QAnon in the first place, thanks to the documentary. But no, that dude whose name I've deleted from my brain, he's running for office. That's straight up happening. What's his name? You guys in the comments are gonna remember, but yeah.
We need greater parameters. And some people will say, oh, you're classist or you're this. No, I just know what happens when people can just run for office and then you have a bunch of crackpots who elevate and get them there. It's like, no, we need to have certain standards before people actually are put in positions of leadership, because I just can't do this no more. Can I?
Yeah, Ron Watson, thank you. Ash is saying exactly, Ron Watson and his son. I think his son is the one who's running for office. You're like, these people, ugh.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that All you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.